Hit goes all out, battle Goku again. Goku dies. Goku actually does die. So at first I thought he was just knocked out or something, and I'll get it. Let's read all of this first, and then I'll get into it after. Goku dies after his heart takes a direct strike from the assassin Hit's invisible shockwave. So that must be his new technique, right? But he manages to return to life after receiving a shock from a ki blast he fired immediately before dying. So let me read all this, and then I want to get into some speculation and talk about what exactly is happening here. Okay, who hired Hit? Vados. Vados was the one who hired Hit to kill Goku, but it seems she was merely acting as a representative for Hit's true client. Who could that be? And obviously, that's going to be those guys that it showed in the episode 71 preview. And this, it's funny because so many people predicted that it was Vados. Goku has seen through Hit's technique. What strategy will he use to counter it? So, all right. So let's talk about this because there's so much to talk about, and that's why I'm live streaming here. There's so much to talk about from this spoiler. First of all, Goku dies after taking a direct strike from Assassin Hit's invisible shockwave. So, I thought initially, like, Hit, what I was going to talk about in today's video is that I thought that Hit kind of faked killing him and maybe just knocked him out because Hit respects Goku after their last battle in the multiverse tournament or the universal tournament. Hit basically, like, he forfeited to Monaka because he respected Goku, right? And so I thought that when he got the assassination hit to kill Goku, he was just going to fake it, and because he respects him and he wants a real fight with the guy. He doesn't want to just assassinate him. But from this, we see that he actually does assassinate him. And it says Hit's invisible shockwave. So that must be his killing technique. And as we saw from episode 71 preview, Goku couldn't sense him. Goku turned Super Saiyan Blue and Hit's like right behind him. But here's where it gets interesting. He manages to return to life after receiving a shock from a ki blast he fired immediately before dying. So I guess Goku, like, somehow... okay, so it's either one of two things. Either he just starts shooting ki blasts in every direction because he knows there's an enemy there, but he can't sense him. Or he figures it's Hit, and I mean, this is a wild guess, but like he figures it's Hit and he shoots a ki blast to kind of swing around and come back and hit him again, and it jump starts its heart, kind of like, when doctors put the thing on your chest and shock you. So that's basically what happens. But the interesting thing is, from what we saw from the episode 71 preview, Hit or Goku was laying on the ground. We saw like Gohan standing over his body, and like Goten was crying. So where's that ki blast? So the ki blast circled around. It must have hit him after Gohan and Goten were looking at him and like crying over his dead body. It must have circled around and hit him and jump started his heart. We don't know yet. We'll find out. Now, the more curious thing is who hired Hit. Vados was the one who hired Hit. Okay, and now this is really interesting. Now it says it seems she was merely acting as a representative for Hit's true client. Who could that be? Now, we saw the characters in the episode 71 preview, those bluish looking guys with shark teeth and everything. But why would Vados help them? That doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, it's almost like obvious to me that those are the guys, those are the clients of Hit. But like, why would Vados jump in? Like, that just makes no sense unless the real client is Champa, right? And I mean, that's a possibility. So, when we got the news of the Hit assassination and kill Goku, which is not the new arc, by the way, these are just a couple episodes that are going to come out. But when we got that information, everybody thought it was probably either Champa or Frost or some new unknown enemy. So it's very possible here that, maybe Champa told those blue guys to hire Hit to kill Goku. I don't know yet. I don't know why Vados would take any orders from these guys whatsoever. That makes no sense to me. The only thing that makes sense is that Champa has something to do with it. But the more curious thing is, if Champa had something to do with it, I feel like there would be a whole arc surrounded around this. Like, Goku would now be trying to fight Champa. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is just, it's kind of confusing because it's like, if it is Champa, like it wouldn't be a whole arc because that's like some serious stuff. Then Beerus is gonna get on Goku's side. That's something I could see us having a whole arc about, like Champa becoming the new enemy. But we know that isn't necessarily the case because the new arc was revealed today and it's be called like the Space Survival Guide. So that doesn't really seem like this ties in with that at all. So I don't know, guys. I mean, maybe there's some interesting reason why Vados is helping these guys. I really don't know. Maybe that's something that we'll find out. Okay, now let's talk about the final part. Goku has seen through Hit's technique. What strategy will he use to counter it? So I made a video on this and I called it Goku's Kaioken times 20. And I talked about that in their next battle. The only way that Goku's going to beat Hit is to pop out the Kaioken times 20. And the reasoning is that he couldn't end the fight with Kaioken times 10. I highly doubt Beerus is going to get involved. And if he uses Kaioken times 10 again, Hit's just going to keep improving. So the only way to win is to just knock him out with an all-out Kaioken times 20 full force attack and just defeat Hit before he can improve anymore. So I still stand by that theory. I think this is crazy that Hit actually kills Goku and then he re-jumpstarts his heart with a ki blast that he threw out before dying. That is some genius level. That's some next level shit from Goku. I mean, I don't know if he was planning on doing that or it was an accident, but that's some next level shit. All right, you know you're about to die. You throw out a ki blast, so if you do die, it hits you and it re-jump starts your heart. So, all right, guys. So let's take some fan comments. Let's go over to the chat right now. And let's talk about this. I want to hear from you guys. So let's answer some questions. Let's take some fan theories. And I'm going to maximize, I'm going to move the chat screen. I'll move this over here so we can increase chat. And let's talk about this. All right. Yeah, I do. We do. I agree. We do need to see more Vados. I definitely like to see more Vados and learn more about her. She's very mysterious and obviously very powerful. So I'd like to hear more about Vados. I don't think we're gonna see a Kaioken times 100. I don't think we're ever gonna see that. No, let's stick to Dragon Ball, guys. Yes, Goku is a genius. I seriously doubt Vegeta would do something. Actually, no, I could see Vegeta doing something like that. Actually, I wouldn't put it past Vegeta to pull something like that either. But knowing Goku, because he's such a big goofball, he probably accidentally restarted his heart. Do I think Goku's stronger than Champa? I personally do. There's a huge argument among the Dragon Ball community whether Goku is stronger than Beerus at this point. And hold on a second, guys. I gotta lift my head up here. There we go. There's a huge argument, and I personally think that Goku with the Kaioken times 10 could beat Beerus. However, we have never seen Beerus's full power. He admitted that he was only using 70% of his power when he fought Goku in Battle of the Gods. But if you think about it, Goku is like it's so much stronger than when he fought Beerus in Battle of the Gods. Now he's got Super Saiyan Blue. Now he's got the Kaioken. He had this whole saga fighting Goku Black and Zamasu where he got tons of Zenkai boosts. I mean, he's got to be way stronger than Beerus, you would think. But, take a look at when characters, that gap between, 50, 70% power and 100%, when they do hit 100%, it's more like 200%. Like their power just goes through the roof. So, I don't know, and I think that Akira said that he's never gonna let Goku be stronger than Beerus, but I don't take my word for that. I think a lot of people have told me that. I can't confirm that, but I think before the end of Dragon Ball Super, we'll see Goku surpass Beerus. Does speed beat strength in Dragon Ball Z? Yeah. Look at Cell versus Mega Trunks or Ultra Trunks. Future Zeno hired Hit so he could present. I missed that one. No, Future Zeno didn't hire Hit, dude. Man, these comments are going fast. How many people do we have in this live stream right now? 400? These comments are coming really fast. Could Gohan get a new form? Totally, dude. I want him. I think he's gonna come back in the arc with the new arc, the Space Survival Guide. I think he's going to come back, and I don't know if he's going to hit Super Saiyan Blue. He probably won't, but, the fans want Gohan to come back. Everybody wants the return of Gohan, right? Dragon Ball YouTubers have been making videos about this for the longest time, and Akira Toriyama listens to his fans. That's why he gave us Vegito. He's definitely bringing Gohan back. It would be awesome if we got a Gohan Blue. That would be like a mystic blue form. That would be so freaking sweet. So freaking sweet. I really, really hope that we do. By the way, let me move this around. So that's the rest of the picture, guys. It's just a bunch of pictures of Goku. Again, this is translated by Herms on Twitter, Herms98. So thanks to him. Okay, here's a question from Michael Hang. He said, Berserker Modo. Oh, shoot. Dark Now donated $5. Well, yeah. Hey, thanks, Dark Now. Will Yamcha be back in action? I think Yamcha's pretty much done for, dude. He got smacked in the back by a God of Destruction with a baseball. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be in a wheelchair for the next 20 years. I seriously doubt we're going to see any more Yamcha. But hey, he's getting his own manga. There's actually a Yamcha spinoff. The jokes about him aside have actually given him his own manga. So, that's hilarious. But, Vegeta threw a baseball into his kidneys, and then Champa threw a baseball into his spine. I'm pretty sure he's going to be out for a while. That's why the new picture for the Space Survival Guide arc, he's not in there. Tien's in there, but Yamcha's not in there because he's donezo. There's no way he's recovering from that anytime soon. They're going to need the Super Dragon Balls to repair his body from the damage he took from that baseball game. I love that baseball game, by the way. That was I was seriously crying tears of laughter the whole episode. It was awesome. I love the sense of humor they put in there. I wasn't a super big fan about the O'Reilly episode. But I didn't watch or read Dr. Slump, so all right, let's answer some more questions. Okay, here's a good one from Harlan Linwood. How do you think Android 17 will have an impact in the new arc? That's a really good question. So some people are hyped up about Android 17 coming back, and I don't know what the hell Android 17 is gonna prove. I mean, he's the level of slightly stronger than a Super Saiyan 1. I don't see what he's gonna do. I have no idea why he would be joining. Pirate King Buggy, the biggest donator ever, man. Thanks a lot. Said, make Gohan great again. I agree. Everybody wants Gohan to come back. Thanks, Pirate King, for everything you've done, man. Really appreciate it. Okay, so Android 17. I'm guessing that the new arc has something to do with Android 17. Otherwise, why the hell would he be there on the spaceship, right? Now, they tried to ask Shenrong or Shenlong, however you want to pronounce it. They tried to make a wish to turn Android 18 into a human, and he couldn't do that. But maybe the Super Dragon Balls could. I think that would be the stupidest reason ever to go look for the Super Dragon Balls, to try and turn him into a human. But you never know. I mean, you never know. I doubt it. Otherwise, I don't know why he's there. I have no idea. But the funny thing is, let me pop up that picture of the spoiler. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta find it because I don't even remember where I put it. Where's that damn spoiler image? Because if you look at the picture for the new arc, it it like Android 18, Android 17 are like kind of holding arms, they're like really close, and Krillin looks so pissed off. I can't find the picture now for some reason. I don't remember where I saved it. Um, well, just go watch my video that I posted today with the new arc. Just go look at that, and I have it in the background. You can see it. Um, anyways, yeah. So Android 17 and 18 are like kind of like almost holding hands or something like that, and it's kind of hilarious because like Krillin looks really pissed off. But I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing. You never know. Maybe some divorce, maybe some adultery is coming to Dragon Ball Super. Who knows? But Krillin looks angry. His head is shaved again. He looks like he's ready to fight again. So I don't know. I'm not like super excited about Android 17 coming back, but you know, some new characters, some old school characters to bring back some of the feels. Why not? You know. Okay, so let's answer some more questions. Okay, do I think Super Saiyan Blue Vegito could beat Beerus? Definitely, without a doubt in my mind. Could he beat Whis? I don't know about that because like I have a feeling Whis is more than just power. Whis is like he's got like magic. You know what I mean? Like he could just do things like turn you into chocolate, or you know, I mean, I'm not saying he's like Boo, but like, you know, think about how he warps through dimensions and stuff. Like he, you know, Beerus seems like he's just like raw power, whereas Whis and, you know, Vados, like they have all of these like magical and angelic abilities and everything. So that would be a different story. So I don't know that Vegito could beat them, but I'm almost positive Vegito could beat Beerus. But the thing is, the fight would have to end in 5 minutes, otherwise they're going to defuse. Whis versus Superman. Whis wins. Would there be an evil Goku in Universe 6? I don't think so. I really don't think so. We just did Goku Black arc. They're not gonna bring another evil Goku. That would really irritate fans. Will there be a God Piccolo? I think so. I mean, I think like so people want Piccolo to come back. They want Gohan to come back. They wanted Vegito. We got Vegito. Maybe this new arc will allow us to get some of those things that the rest of the fans want. That would be really, really awesome. And you know, everybody wants Piccolo to make his return. Did anybody notice in let me pull up this image for you guys. In the baseball game, did anybody notice that Piccolo looked like Samuel L. Jackson? Did anybody notice that? Hold on, let me find the picture. I was actually trying to make a thumbnail of this so I could show people. But look at this image of Piccolo. Doesn't my man look like Samuel L. Jackson right here? Does anybody disagree that Piccolo right here does not look like Samuel L. Jackson? Just take this picture and put it next to Samuel L. and tell me they don't look exactly alike. All right. By the way, like I don't like the way they draw Piccolo in Super. Like I really don't like the way they draw Piccolo in Superman. Like he just like I don't know, his eyebrows are like so big and he looks like he's made of rubber. I don't know. He was just so badass. Like when he fought like Android 17, that was like the best, man. That fight was so freaking epic. Piccolo versus Android 17 was so freaking epic. It was such a good fight, man. That's the Piccolo I want to return. That's where I got a lot of his screams and stuff, by the way, for the Super Piccolo Namekian God video. All right, let me take this image of my man Piccolo away. Do you think Cell can turn into Super Saiyan Blue? No, dude. Come on. Let's talk. Let's try and stick to the arc. So let's talk about the arc. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the new arc's gonna be about? Like why space survival guide? Like why are they going around space? You know, what are they doing? They're collecting the Super Dragon Balls. Like, what do you think they're doing? Bardock's dead, dude. He's not gonna return. Broly's never gonna return. Anybody that tells you Broly's going to return is wrong, okay? Anybody that tells you Broly's returning to Dragon Ball Super is wrong. Now, I could be wrong about that, but here's the thing. They have never brought anything non-canon. To my knowledge, they have never brought anything non-canon and made it canon, okay? Except for, actually, the final Kamehameha. But, I mean, that was kind of... I wouldn't even consider that non-canon because it was like, that's an ability that he should have, you know what I mean? But what I mean is like they've never brought any characters from the movies into the show, right? So I don't see Broly making an entrance, okay? But he might not make an entrance in Dragon Ball Super, but that doesn't mean I couldn't do anything with him. Keep that quiet. All right, let's go on. Guys, Bardock is dead. He died like 30 years ago. He's dead, bro. Okay, so here's something I wanted to talk about this. So Alessandro, I'm sorry if I pronounced this wrong. Delano says, you're gonna bring. What about Trunks and Goten, and will they get a god form? So, you know, if they're bringing back Gohan and Piccolo in the space journey, I mean, why aren't Goten and Trunks there? That's a really good question. Like, why aren't Goten and Trunks there? Maybe they're in school, but I think that they should be there. I mean, I think they're integral members. And honestly, they're really, really strong. I mean, they're basically stronger than anybody else in the picture we got from the new arc. You know, besides Goku and Vegeta, they're basically, maybe Majin Buu, but they're basically stronger than everybody else. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is strong as hell, which, by the way, I was so upset during that copy Vegeta episode where, like, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks couldn't do anything to him. That really pissed me off. I mean, a Super Saiyan 3 fusion, like, I don't care if they're kids. Like, you know, he could destroy a planet with, like, the flick of his wrist, and he couldn't do any damage to copy Vegeta. Like, really, that kind of irritated me. I don't know why they nerfed Goten and Trunks so much. Like, they were really strong in Dragon Ball Z, and now in Super, they're like total weaklings. And I don't get that. I mean, I can kind of understand them stand up, like them taking him back so that future Trunks can step in. Then they don't have like double Trunks, and it's like kind of overwhelming. Kind of understand that, but you know, now the future Trunks saga is done, they should totally bring back Goten and Trunks and you know, kid Goten and Trunks, and they should grow up. By the way, we didn't get a time skip, but maybe, you know, just make them look older all of a sudden. You know, you made our Kaioshin. He looked like, you know, this little like midget with like a massive head, and then in one episode, and then the next episode he looked normal. So do it for Goten and Trunks. Age him, you know, a few years. Make him look look better, and bring him back. Make them get. I don't think they'll ever get blue, but at least not now. Maybe if there is some massive time skip in Super, that we'll have blue in the future. But I don't see them getting blue anytime soon. Do I think Hit will have a transformation? I don't think so, because he's already you know, he told Goku, you know, nobody's a challenge for him, and he hasn't had to improve in so long. You know, when they were fighting, he's like, you're the first enemy that's actually made me have to improve in a really long time. I don't think that he's going to transform into anything. Maybe it's Golden Hit. It could be Golden Hit. So I wouldn't move past it. What do I want for Christmas? I just want your love, Shaka Demons. Guys, this is my landscape artist, Shaka Demons. He is the man. He also does all of the logos for Anime War, and he's done my Mastar Media logo, and he does like so much for me. He's just a really nice, fun guy. He's funny. He lives in Deutschland and the Netherlands, and he's just really awesome dude. Thanks for the donation, buddy. You shouldn't even be donating to me, man. I should be donating to you. Thanks. And what do I want for Christmas? I just want you to, you know, keep helping me out making videos for the people. That's all I want, brother. Yeah, I'm only 4,000 away from 20K. So, okay, let me just talk about this YouTube algorithm real quick, because this shit is weird. So let me take a step back from Dragon Ball real quick. So there is I don't know if it's a YouTube glitch. I think it's a glitch. I'm almost positive it's a glitch, or it's an algorithm change. But YouTube seems to have changed their algorithm so that like they want like less, like they want videos to go viral. They want like rare videos to go viral, and everything else gets like no views. Like that's what they want. So like I'll release a video and it'll get like 7,000 views, right? Which is like, I have almost 200,000 subscribers. That's like kind of weird. Like that shouldn't happen. And like the Piccolo thing, it took me a week to do that. And it got 2 million views in a week. Like it just exploded. It got like 310,000 views the first day. By like day 3, it's at like 1 million. And then like by day 6, it's at like 2 million. I'm like, what the hell? And then you have Goku vs. Superman, which took me 6 weeks, which is like a 12-minute long animation. And it just like was frozen in views. Like it was just going up so slowly. It got like 50,000 the first day, and then, you know, maybe 75,000 the next day. And then that was like it. And then it's just been slowly trickling up. Now the Luffy video, the first day I released it, it got maybe 50, maybe 75,000 views. And like last night I went to bed, it was at like 700,000. I woke up this morning and it was at 1.1 million. So it you know, I don't understand what the hell is going on with YouTube. Another thing is, I'm like the subscriber glitch thing where when you make a video, you lose subs. I think I have that, but I don't know if they've made this like cheesy way to fix it. So when I upload a video, I do lose like 60 subs. But then once I give it like 5 minutes and maybe 10 minutes and I refresh my page, like I have all the subs back. So I don't know what the hell is going on. But what I do know is it's making it really hard for creators because we're like, you know, releasing these videos and they get like no views. And then these like random videos we make get like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, you know? I mean, look at like Expert Games. Like he did that all the power levels thing. Got like 2 million views in a week. You know what I mean? Like most of his videos get like 175 to, you know, maybe a mil. Like I think the average he gets is like 175, like on the low end. But like, you know, he does have some that get 500,000 to 1 million. But I'm just, and I got nothing against the guy. I think he's awesome, by the way. But I'm just talking about, look at the algorithm. It just doesn't make sense, right? Like YouTube selects certain videos to just go viral. And that's why people are like begging for likes now, because they think that, you know, based on like massive amounts of likes, videos will go viral. Now, the funny thing about that is, you know, YouTube has always based their videos around engagement. So like, you know, if there's a lot of comments and a lot of likes, yeah, it will share that video more. But like if you look at like PewDiePie and H3 Productions and like all these other people that like beg for likes, like look at this like Logan Paul guy. Actually, H3 and iDubbbz just made a video joking about him. But he's like, let's get 100,000 likes or like 1 million likes. I know it's crazy, and his video like gets like 11 million views. Hey, thanks, man. Abs9, you're the best. Keep on going. A lot of love from Israel, man. Thank you so much, dude. It's so awesome to see people like all over the world, you know, like just all have the same passion, all have the same love, you know. That's really awesome. Thanks a lot, dude. I really appreciate that. And I'm, you know, again, I always use donations to pay my animators, which by the way, the 2 animators that helped me out on the Luffy video, are really, really helping me out on this Ichigo one. So I am not like the biggest fan of Bleach. I'm actually like just getting into it. So they're teaching me a lot. They're helping me a lot with the animations. We actually just got a new landscape artist. I'm not replacing Shaka. It's just another guy. He emailed me. He's like, hey, I really want to help out. And he's a really good artist. So, you know, I use that money that you guys donate to me and on Patreon to pay my team. That's solely what I use it for. Okay, so anyways, YouTube algorithm is all fucked up. Hopefully they fix it. Thanks for the donation, dude. Let's answer a few more questions. And this video has been really, really long, and my throat's already starting to kill me. But let me answer a few more questions, and then I'm going to turn this off. And yeah, everybody's been coming forward to me recently, telling me that like I'm inspiring them. That's awesome. Oh, somebody wanted to talk about the Melavelli collaboration with Dragon Ball Epsilon. I'm so excited about that. He actually emailed me again this morning. And so he recommended something. He said what he wants to do is, he could help me on my parts, and I really like this idea of his. He said we could do it's called like a stream swap. So I'll take the animation and I'll animate it for a while on stream, and then I'll pass it to him, and he'll animate it for a while on stream, and then he'll pass it back to me. As far as what we could animate together doing that, I mean, there's tons of things that we could do. I said we could do something silly like turn ourselves into Dragon Ball characters and have us fighting each other. But one of my somebody commented on that video I released the other day and said you guys should probably like do something fun together so you can kind of feel each other's process and how you animate and everything like that. Do something fun together, learn about each other, learn how you guys work, and before you do like a major project. And I think that was an excellent suggestion. I'm sorry I forgot who suggested that, but that was a really, really good suggestion. So I told him, I was like, yeah, man, let's do something fun together. And then, in the future, I don't know what you're trying to do with Max Gene Animation Studios, but like, I want to be doing like movies. Like I want to be doing like big time stuff more than just being like a YouTube guy. Like I want to really expand outside of YouTube and start making like stuff for, TV and the theaters and stuff like that. Eventually, it's still too early for that, but eventually. And I was like, I would love, to just be working with you on some major project like that. So we haven't really decided what we're going to do yet, but let's answer like 2 more questions. Okay, so people are asking about Gurren Lagann, Hunter x Hunter, all these other characters. Guys, I made a video about this before. I can't put every character in Anime War. It's impossible. Like there's too many anime characters. So I just have to stick with the mainstream ones. And also I'm going to let you guys know now okay, so this is the thing about Anime War. Like so a lot of my videos are like all fighting. Anime War is going to be a lot of narrative, okay? Because to animate all of these characters fighting simultaneously and stuff, that's going to be freaking crazy. That's like crazy impossible. And I know you guys want more and more and more. You want to see stuff now. And I don't want to be like spending a year working on one video. I would like to pump these out once a month. And so I think, people love to see their favorite character. They love to see them talk and communicate with other characters. They do like to see action, which I'm definitely going to do action. I'm going to do action. But I'm just letting you know, it's not going to be like all action, especially the very first episode is actually probably going to be a lot of narrative because I need to explain all this stuff that's going on. Like, how are the other characters getting there? Why is Beerus getting his ass kicked by an evil god? Like, he shouldn't be doing that. So there's like a lot of questions that I need to explain to you guys in the story. So there will be a lot of narrative in the first one, but I think people like that. Like, people really liked, Goku vs. Saitama Part 5. There's a ton of narrative in that. People loved it. And Part 9 was like all narrative and like people loved it. So I don't think it needs to be all fighting. Like slowing it down, having some communication kind of makes it feel more emotional and real. So I don't think people will have a problem with it, but we'll see what happens. What am I going to do for 200K subs? That's a good question, man. I don't know. That's huge, man. That is just like, that is so huge. I'm gonna get it in like a couple days. So my goal this year was to get 10,000 subs. That was my goal this year, and I was like, this year, in January, I was like, this year I'm taking Mastar Media to the next level. I'm gonna get 10,000 subs, and I'm gonna end the year with like 200K, which is just crazy, man. It's just crazy to think about getting 20 times your goal. And next year I'm going for 1 million, man. I'm setting up I'm setting up a big goal. Next year I want to, finish Anime War and do some other major big projects and get 1 million. But as far as what I'm going to do for 200K, I don't know, man. I want to do something really awesome for you guys. Like I want to like the giveaways are cool, but I feel like I can't, it's not enough. It's only like a few fans win stuff. Like I want to give more stuff to you guys. and just giving away a few toys, I feel like it let so many people down. So like, I know like the HD wallpapers are cool because that's something that I can just give to everybody. Like I love, I'd love to give like a Christmas gift to everybody, like something for free that like everybody can have. So probably gonna think about that. Maybe an HD wallpaper. Maybe I'll try and figure something out. Maybe like a live wallpaper for your cell phone. I'd have to figure out how to do that, but I think that that might be kind of cool. Maybe something I can do for your cell phones or something like that. I'll have to put some thought into it, guys. And if you have suggestions, send me a tweet or send me a message on Facebook and let me know what your suggestions for a 200K special slash Christmas gift could be. That would be to you guys, a Christmas gift that I could give to you guys. All right, one more question, guys. My throat is done. Ultra Dude 234. There's your shout out. that's not the last question though. All right, so I'll answer these two questions. Do you think Gohan, Death Machine 281 says, do you think Gohan will surpass Goku in the upcoming arc? No, nobody's going to surpass Goku. Like, I don't even think they're going to let Vegeta ever surpass Goku in Dragon Ball Super. I never thought that he did in the first place, even though he beat Goku Black's ass. Like, Goku was very confident, and I have a feeling like Goku was just as strong at that point, too. So I don't think Gohan will surpass Goku. I don't think he'll ever take over Goku's place. I think Toriyama was kind of playing with that idea in Dragon Ball Z, decided not to go along with it. He probably got a lot of hate for it, and people were like, bring Goku back. So I think he may bring Goku back as an integral fighter of the team, but not be like the main character. He's not going to surpass Goku and become the main character. I seriously doubt it. And then Georgia Lee Eugene said, what inspired you to do Mastar Media in the first place? Basically, the biggest inspiration, dude, I worked in government contracting as a proposal manager for the last like 7 years. And before that, I did all run-of-the-mill jobs, just like admin and like finance and, just stuff like that. And I always hated sitting behind a desk working for some, guy I didn't like and being pressured to do work that I hated. And I just regretted going to work every day. And I always felt like I was meant for something better than that. And so I did proposal management which is like betting on like government bids. And it's like very competitive work. It's very difficult stuff. You work really long hours. I did that for, 7 years. And then I worked this one job and I was working like 100 hours a week. Like I'd wake up at 6 a.m., go to work. I wouldn't get home till 1 a.m. And it was like that every day. I would sleep like 4 hours. And then I worked weekends, the same hours. I was literally working like 100 hours a week. And I almost had like a breakdown, dude. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. And so I just quit. And I was like, I'm going to start my own company. So I actually started Mastar Media in like September of 2014. And, I used to be a stand-up comedian. So it's like, I'm going to do comedy videos because the best way to get exposed is through YouTube. And I found out it was hard because it was like, there's so much I have to learn. I have to learn how to use cameras. I got to learn how to use all these programs. And it was just like, my videos aren't doing well. Like, I don't know what's going on. I tried a few animations because I had always wanted to try it. And things just weren't really working for me. And so I went back to work and I worked again for like another 2 years. And then I got laid off again. But in the meantime, before I got laid off, or I kind of quit, like I just stopped working. It's like, okay, so I did Goku Saitama episode 1, and it kind of like went viral. And then I got to like episode 7, and my channel was like really taking off, and I was really excited about like my future career. And I'm sitting in this job, and I just like I have no attention to it whatsoever. I'm like on my Facebook, page for Mastar Media, like talking to fans and like, oh guys, I'm so excited. Like, so part 7 of Goku Saitama, I worked on so hard. I just basically ignored my job and I got laid off, and I was like, I don't care. When can I go home? Like, I'm ready to like go all in on this and like try and pursue my dreams. So, I did. And, it's working out pretty well for me. I make like half what I was making at my full-time job, but You know, I get to sleep in every day. I don't have a boss bitching at me. I definitely work at least 80 hours a week on Mastar Media, but I love what I do. And I love the effect that I'm having on people, making people happy. Like, people tell me all the time, like, you know, my videos like give them so much joy and make their life better and stuff, which surprising to believe, like, animation can make your life better. But, you know, people really look forward to this stuff and they really like seeing their kind of dream battles come true. And so I can kind of understand that. So I mean, you know what, dude, I love it. And you know what, the sky's the limit. It's like when you do something that you really love and you're not doing it just to make a buck, you know, that's why I tell people, it's like, follow your dreams. Like, God, I wish I started doing this 10 years ago. Like, I wish I never went into corporate and I started animating 10 years ago. Like, could you imagine, you know, where I'd be today? But at the same time, better late than never, man. It's never too late to follow your dreams. Just make sure that, you know, you're being responsible. So, all right, my throat is fucking donezo. I'm gonna log off, guys. But thanks everybody for joining today, and thanks everybody for the donations. Buggy, Shaka, Dark Now, and the guy from Israel. And so there you have it. Goku's gonna die, but he's gonna come back alive, and he's gonna whoop Hit's ass. End of story. All right, guys, have a good hump day, and I will talk to you guys. I guess since I made this video, I don't need to make a video tomorrow, so I will talk to you guys, I guess, Friday. I'll try and come out with something. All right, have a good night, everybody. Peace.